start with the opening statement, then we'll go to questions.
Well, Eastern North Carolina weather continues to keep us confused. We thought we were going to have a hard time getting this in today, and it's probably the best weather day we've had in a week and a half. So, what a great day for football. The kids did not disappoint with their energy and intensity today. Both sides came out real high level of intensity. But what a difference a week makes. The offense today, I think, gave up one sack, and that was in the second half of the scrimmage, had no turnovers and multiple explosive plays. Executed a very high level, very good on third down today. Defensively, played very hard, a lot of intensity, very physical, made some mistakes in critical moments that allowed the offense to have some explosive plays. But a highly competitive scrimmage, similar snap count. The first group, they got just north of 40 plays each. Second group about the same, and then our other kids, probably got 25, 30 plays. So incorporated in kickoff and kickoff return, which is good to see that. A lot more, work with the punt unit and the punt return unit. So just a really solid day. It's going to be a great film to watch because of the high level of intensity and competitive nature of the scrimmage. So it's going to be a great teaching film and learning film for everybody.
Okay, we'll open it up to questions for Coach.
Coach Houston, with the official announcement of the game being moved with Marshall to September 12th, how does that change the rest of this, I guess, training camp period for the Pirates?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We're where we are practice wise. We've got to be smart from here on out. We've got to allow ourselves time to get ready. At the same time, we've also got to be smart with the players. We're so young. We need the work, but we also have to be fresh going into that game. So the good thing is we're on schedule now. We're taking multiple days off a week. The practices this week were very short. So it's not a typical preseason training camp where you're doing the 24 periods, 6 days a week, all day long. It is a much more relaxed schedule. So it'll be a little bit more of the same, being smart with when to give the kids rest, especially, you take a day like today when they can go out and compete at that level. Then you feel good about, hey, listen, let's just work on conditioning, which tomorrow, all they're going to do tomorrow is we're doing some body weight evaluation, doing a bod pod with everybody, and then, getting some conditioning in. No football tomorrow other than that, so it'll be a very short amount of time over here, give them a lot of time to rest up. Sunday will be a very light workout, watch the film. Monday's a day off. So you feel like you can do that when they push themselves the way they have the last couple of days.
Coach, how much different was the quarterback play today without watching the film? Was it pretty good across the board?
It was improved. Holton was very, very good today. I thought he did a good job under pressure because it's not the defense didn't get pressure. Holton just did a really good job of getting rid of the ball on time, made very good decisions with the ball. He threw one interception late, but he knew as soon as he let it out of his hand. The first probably 5 or 6 possessions, he was on it now. I'd say he was a drastic improvement. I thought, Mason showed improvement. He got a lot more work today. Stubblefield got a good bit of work today. And I'll tell you, the one kid that we hadn't talked about a ton, Taji Hudson. He's very, very raw, but a couple of times under pressure, he pulls the ball down and takes off, and he is a dynamic athlete. So really excited he's part of our program.
Coach, how did the defense look today in the scrimmage?
Well, I think competed at a high level, played with great intensity, played very physical. The thing that disappoints me is we did have some breakdowns, and a lot of it's discipline. We had some penalties, again, discipline. And we gave up a couple of big plays because of discipline. So I think that's the big negative from today. It's not that they weren't giving great effort. I thought the effort was very, very good. And, when you look at, just where we were a year and a half ago, a year ago, 10 months ago, there is drastic improvement. There is no doubt. But we got to correct those things. Now, you got a lot of young kids. Every snap they get is going to be great experience. And so all the things I just mentioned are easily correctable. So this tape's going to be important for the defensive side of the ball.
Coach, can you assess the play of your defensive backs today? And you've got good numbers back there. How are they looking so far?
Well, depends on what day it is. Today, good and bad. Couple of the big plays today were on busted coverages. So obviously you can't have that. It's you got to protect against the deep ball. Now part of that is Holton CJ had a huge play on a scramble drill kind of deal, which is something that we work offensively. We're pretty good at it, but it's a great teaching clip for those defensive kids of how to play quarterback when he gets out of the pocket. So some good, some bad today.
Coach, health-wise thus far, how have you guys done, at least on the injury front? I know you have the virus stuff, but how have you guys done injuries?
Pretty healthy right now, minimal, and anything that we have are bumps and bruises. No injuries today, so I'm happy. The defensive kids are down there doing up downs in the end zone right now, and they're all pissed off. They're mad. Coach Harrell's mad. Coach Harrell's mad at them. They're mad at Coach Harrell right now, so they're all pissed off. The offense, they're throwing a big party. I told the defensive kids, I said, now after all the crap you talked all week, you're going to have to listen to it for the next week. So just go ahead and eat crow. So I'm happy. Nobody got hurt. It was great competition. The offensive skill kids played the way I expected them to play today. And that was the thing I'm most pleased with, is just seeing us execute. Thought a lot of that has to do with the offensive line, protecting the quarterback. Had some explosive runs today. Keaton Mitchell had a huge day. The one thing he showed today is exactly what we knew coming in. If he gets to the second level, they're going to have a hard time catching him with his speed.
Coach, I wanted to ask you go back to that Marshall game and it being moved to September 12th, and more so about the excitement of it. This was a game that a lot of Pirates fans were kind of worried about. They wanted to play this game. So now that there's an actual date on it, what's the excitement level for you and for your guys that there's an actual date on it? There's something that's concrete that you guys can look forward to.
Well, I think, obviously there's been a lot of excitement around that game just because of the history. The 50-year anniversary of the tragic plane crash, remembering those that lost their lives that day. But I think, on the other side of it, I think right now we're just excited to have the possibility of football this fall. That was the last thing we talked about out there on the field is, September 12th, we have a date. And the kids, again, it's you look at the job they're doing with protecting themselves during this pandemic. If you'd have told me a month ago that we would be where we are with the testing, I don't know that I would have believed you. But that is a credit to them. That's why I told them it's a credit to you and your desire to make this thing go, of how you're protecting yourselves, protecting each other. I just think that September 12th is just an excitement because it's the possibility of us being able to play.
Coach, could you talk a little bit about the run game and how that's progressing?
Well, I thought made great strides today, much more productive today than last week. Chase Hayden, I thought, he was disappointed with his performance last week. I was a little disappointed with his performance last week. Today, I thought he did a really good job several times, and this is where I see value in a runner. Several times he made yardage out of something that wasn't there, and that's the true sign of a great back. Anybody can, take the yardage that's there. But when the plays, when there's 3 yards there on the play and you get 7 or 8 or 15, that's the sign of a productive running back. So I thought Chase had a solid day. I already mentioned Keaton had a huge day. Want to look at the film a little bit more. I think Penix probably had a solid day today. But I think drastic improvement in the run game from last week.
Are there any other questions for Coach Houston?
Coach, will you guys scrimmage pretty much every weekend at this point leading up to the first game? How are you guys going to handle that?
Well, we're controlling the reps, and we're not doing much during the week. So probably for a while, Now, I don't want to do too much, and so I've got to be careful with that. The thing I like about it is we're able to get game experience for all these first-year players. You know, we have 60 new players on our roster right now, and you cannot substitute experience. So I think we're going to do a good bit of it. Is it going to be every week? I don't know about that. You know, 2 weeks out, you know, we'll stop all the stuff like that and really prepare for Marshall. So, but you know, for right now, it's something we feel good about doing.
Oh, anything further? Coach, thank you very much for your time.
All right. You guys have a great weekend. Go
You too,
Pirates.
Coach.